Alright guys, so this is going to be a really short video on issues that we were having with over here. We're basically trying to get ready for the dyno. We tried a bunch of different maps. We would scale it in, obviously. Replace the injectors, that helps some because it would just keep running richer and richer with no adjustments, no matter even if you zeroed out the tables. So we were kind of dumbfounded on that. Kept messing with it. Like I said, replace injectors, that helped a lot. But then it just got to the point where it was just literally dumping fuel. So we were kind of lost. We had injectors. We removed them. They were brand new 1050 ID injectors. Removed them. Had them tested. They pressure tested just fine, no leaks, nothing. Flowed obviously just how they should, new. So we kept having issues till the point where we ended up hydrolocking the motor. Not running, it was just cranking over, forged internal, so it didn't hurt anything. Removed the plugs. We were literally having gas jump up like 2-3 feet high, and it would just keep filling the cylinder. So we're kind of like, well, what the heck, because it kept filling the intake. So we ended up out finding this here, and I'm opening this here, you guys. Remove the vacuum line, and it was literally squirting out of here. So obviously the diaphragm in here went bad. So I was like, okay, I have the one from my car, which is identical from the blue wagon. Throw it on it, does the exact same thing. So we kind of killed two birds with one stone, because on this car here, obviously this filter is super old. Same with this one. They're probably over 10 years old. So, and this one's been running on E85 for a while. This one not so much, but it has sat forever without fuel in it after having fuel in it, so I'm guessing it dry rotted out inside. So what I'm getting at is, when I was driving my blue wagon, if the diaphragm in here went bad, hydrolocked the motor while I was driving. So that's why the motor blew, not because of anything else. Or I'm hoping it at least just lifted the head to put coolant in the oil. I didn't run it much after that. I did try to crank it, but it kept filling up, which I thought was coolant. But it might have actually been fuel. I didn't mess with it just because, like I said, got a new motor going to be going in it. But when we figured this out here and figured out that this one was also bad, solved that problem on basically both cars. I was originally going to go to, well, before the motor went, I was going to switch out to the external regulator, not on the fuel rail. That never happened. If that would have happened, if I would have done that, then I probably would have not hurt the motor, which I'm still hoping it's not hurt, but whatever. But just something to keep an eye out. I'm going to open this here in a little bit, and then I'll show you guys inside on both, see what it was. Obviously there's the diaphragm in there, see if it rotted out, what exactly happened. But like I said, I'm just really happy that we figured that car out with this regulator. Tried mine and did the same thing. That way I don't, put my car back together and have that same issue that we're chasing, which either way I was planning on replacing this whenever I swap the motor. But just, something to keep an eye out, because you don't really think of regulator going bad, or but like I said, something to keep an eye out. I am going to open this, and then I'll show you guys what I got inside. Alright, so let's look at both of them here. This one obviously rubbed through. You could tell it's pretty freaking old in here. See I guess light doesn't really help. See all there you go, that orange stuff. It's all dust from here, from being old and sitting. this here. Yeah, it definitely, like I said, this side doesn't look as bad, but then you look at the back side, and that's pretty bad. So obviously this failed by rubbing, too much pressure. I really don't know, but it failed. Obviously something was going on, because that might have something to do with it. Everything down here looks fairly okay. Weird rubbing there, but I guess it makes sense. So kind of looks like this diaphragm might have been pressed on wrong. The opposite of that, but I don't know. Let's see, this pushes down on that, closes that hole. More spring pressure, the more pressure you build on the fuel rail. So that's that. This one here, as soon as I took it out, it was like that. So I'm guessing it either had some type of really crazy vacuum, or it did get damaged on the backside. But this one here looks in fairly good shape. This one has an actual ball style that closes that there, and that looks okay. Obviously you can see down there where it's not evenly, sort of rubbing on only like one side. So that's obviously an issue. Maybe that's what caused it to get sideways like this and pop this side out of the groove. But the diaphragm itself is not in bad shape. So like I said, either way, it was an issue because it was popped out the same way, and just the way it was sitting, it was obviously like that. You guys can see it's not flat. So this was popped out from the beginning, and that's what caused on. I don't know if you focus. Well, anyways, that thing there. Yeah, just something to keep in mind, guys. If you have obviously issues with where your car starts running rich and you can't change it on the computer, no matter what you do, even to zero it out. Obviously, you might have an issue with your regulator, so it's something to keep an eye out. Obviously, check your injectors too, but like I said, it's 2 cars back to back, so something to keep in mind. Like I said, just figured I'd share this with you guys because I've never really seen it before on a Honda. So I don't know, like I said, keep that in mind, and hopefully this video helps some of you guys. Not now, eventually in the future, something you guys can remember and go from there. So